Hi. They say Native American. Hi ho, ya. 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 Good to see that everybody's getting it on. I'm gonna do something from Ricky Staniki, which is called Jerk Hands the whole time. I'm gonna pretend like I'm jerking it. Ricky Staniki, great movie with that guy John Cena singing about masturbation. What a great way to open a freaking video. Just great way to open a video about, welcome to this new idea of like an album of music. If you want to have music, you gotta get it to the people. You gotta get the music to the people because they want the music. Okay, let's try take two. Thank you for picking up one of these USB sticks. And every single USB stick is gonna have the same stupid ass message. On this stick, there is so much stuff, and I guess I can try to explain what's on it. We'll start with the books. God is a Rabbit. I first got the Book of Love given to me by some editors. They told me to translate it. I translated it. They wanted to pay me, but I was like, dude, this is a book from the Vatican. You can't pay me to work for God. That's messed up. Then I went to a friend's library and I put this book down and I said the next book that I get, trans I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit the book because yeah, I like doing books. I like writing. I like doing audiobooks. That's what I do in my free time. And I did God as a Rabbit, and it was an interesting book. It was the first time I've ever edited a book. After that, there's a few of my stuff. There's Lean In by Sheryl Sandberg, which is a nice story about how women want to be equal, even though women are superior to men, have more rights. For example, a woman can leave her underwear on your car, and that's completely fine. If a guy does that, he's a sexual offender. A woman, she can go up to you and be like, hey, I want to have sex with you, and it's completely normal. A guy, that's sexual harassment, so not really fair. Then we have Confesiuni unei Coligorițe Budiste, which is in Romanian. I just went to my library and I picked the book that was right in the middle. I wanted to do an audiobook of every book I have in my house, but then I read some of them and some of them just are better burnt than. And this is Confesiuni unei Coligorițe Budiste, Confessions of a Vox Malamile de Voce, My Voice and Liberty. A fun book. This was originally written in French, then translated into English, and then translated into Romanian. They couldn't do from French to Romanian because idiots. Moving on, there's Labrador Retriever 101, another audiobook that I found and did for fun. There's Schneidelbeid. It's true stories of an epic king. And there's some other books over there that you might like. There's the Assyrian Dictionary, great work of art. It's the Assyrian language, as in words taken in sentences, and we're trying to figure out what they said. We don't really know Assyrian yet. And that might be it. Songs, it gets complicated. There's a mixtape. There's, after there's a mixtape, there's playlists, like actual, you listen to the playlist for 30 minutes, or you listen to the songs which are one by one. And there's stuff with old friends and me, or just old friends that I somehow still have. There's part one, and then there's part two, just selections. I decided to keep it small because, you know, I have like 500 songs on there. And then the playlists, they're just mixtapes right there. I think there's the podcast too from Sahara Rose. I really liked her, I guess. I was going through a celibacy period and I said to myself, okay, I'm not going to be in a relationship, but I'm going to listen to one podcast from one woman once a month, just so that I wouldn't be in too much manly energy. Then we have my stuff, which opens up with the album per se, as I'd like it to be, just those first songs that you see. And then you go into it more in depthly, and you have acoustic songs, you have meditation songs, you have MP3s, you have high quality of the MP3s, and then you have all of my old stuff too. And it's a nice collection of just songs that I made for me to listen to. Like if I'm driving around and stuff, I would like to listen to some of me too. So and then I was like, okay, so let's. I'm a musician. That's what musicians do. We make albums and we give them to people. I don't know why we do that. Most of us do it for money, but I don't do it for money. And I just, it's like all, it's not all just me. I've worked with other musicians too. So it's like, I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I do this. Because it's not for money. And it's not like the messages in some of these songs are pretty neat, but they're just all of it expression. That's all. It's just expressions, imaginations, creativity. There's some reality in these songs. There's definitely some reality in them. But some of the other songs, they're not real. Like there's one in Romanian, you know, Tomberon. Everything I have is from the dumpster, and that's about homeless people. And there's a song about, you know, people selling kids. Yeah, there's like political messages too, but I've been making music for probably 20 years now, maybe 16. Like I got on stage for the first time when I was 16, and I would have a show, at least one show a month. I used to do one show every week for like 3 years, and yeah, I definitely made a lot of music. I prefer to improvise on the spot. Just grab the guitar, bam, ba da ba 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 bam, bam, ba 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 ba. I got beer, ba 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 da ba bam, bam, in front of me, ba ba, and do it like that. Just the recording stuff sucks. Why would you record music? Why would you put it on a computer, edit it, sound engineer it, put layers and layers and layers and layers? It's mental. Like the recording part, it's fun. You know, you hit the record button, you record it, you play with the instrument, that's fun. The audio engineering part is complete fucking bullshit. Like you put the microphone on the amp, you record it. That's it. You don't have to put the microphone on the amp, record it, then edit it, then send the sound out into the amp again, record it again with the mic, edit the sound again, copy it, duplicate it, and it's like, why make, why is it so complicated? So it sounds good, but can't it just sound good straight from the? Oh. Moving on. Moving on. We also have stand up in Romanian, which is something that I'm doing for fun. Uh, for me to translate a stand up comedian into Romanian, it takes me 1 day. To translate it, I do it just phrase by phrase. I don't like write it down first. I just listen to it and then translate it. And just do it like that. And I don't do it in one take. I do it phrase by phrase, like joke by joke. It's fun. It's really good fun because I have to remember the joke and then say translate it to Romanian in exactly the same way and the same timing. And then the editing part is a fucking pain in the ass. Because I have to edit the applause between the jokes and the laughter, and I have to cut, you know, when they're singing, the applauding, and when they're not applauding. So, yeah. Um, Definitely get in touch with me if you have one of these. Send it over to get updates. And I want to turn this into a full-time business. That's it. Goodbye. Live long and prosper.